Hey, we're here. Okay. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to episode 2 of The Riffs, our Heartbeats in Perfect Sync actual play. We're here, we're queer. We are one short today. Nick had a pet emergency, and hopefully everything is fine, and we will be seeing him back next week. But yeah, let's jump into it and let everyone go around the table, introduce themselves, their characters, answer all questions, whatever Rook wants to force us to do today. So, Rook, you start us off, friend.
Hello, it is I, Rook. Hi, I'm Rook. Once again, I will be your storyteller for this. Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at RJKGames, where you can find out everything I'm doing, which varies wildly from week to week, so it's the best place to find out the current information. Right now, I have a podcast going. I'll probably talk more about it at the end. Yes.
Awesome.
That's me. Annika.
Hi, I'm Arnica. Good to be back. You can find me on Twitter at ArnicaXRoss or here on Twitch at LFloyd83. I think I'm right there in the chat. I don't know. Look at this. I got to type my name into chat to be sure. What is my name? LFloyd83. Okay. Shut
That
up.
is me on the Twitters, my friends.
Okay, so that's me. I'm here for a good time, not a smart time. I would like to point out that I want you to know, Colin, that I ended up talking real fast. Looking over at the naked screen. You thought I was kidding.
Audience, I warned Arnica that I was going to have to run and grab food really quick. And she jokingly said, oh, when it gets to my turn, I'll just talk really fast so that, you'll be awkward and not be there. And then actually did it. What began as a shitpost became the reality. Thank you, Arnica.
You're welcome.
So is it my turn then, I guess?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. Hi, everybody. I am Colin at Colonomicon on Twitter, but here today under my game company handle, which is at Six String Games. I realize now, me and Anna are both using it, so like some people out there in streamer world might have seen Six String Games, who is like a girl with curly hair and green lipstick, and then also seen Six String Games, who's like whatever this is. We're different people. We just run a company together and both use the same Twitter handle.
You're the same people. You can just shapeshift.
Have you ever seen us in the same room?
Exactly.
Some people have, in fact. And I am playing Alex Zivajinovich by day, and by night, Axel, the rock star demon lord of the underworld who possesses Alex's body and occasionally takes it over and does crazy shit.
Okay. Hey everyone, I'm Val, or Rosie Rain on the internet, and this is my channel. And today I bring to you Jackie Shales. They are the resident transient drifter stoner kid that lives in a camper van and also believes for themselves to be a cryptid. And so when they go into their soup, they don't turn into a magical girl. They turn into an eldritch horror. So and as far as she's concerned, that is her true self. So and more power to them. But that is me. Just wanted to remind everyone that we are a viewer-affected game. You can affect the games with your bits, subs, and donations. Every 100 biddies will give us re-rolls that we put into a re-roll pool. Anytime you subscribe to the channel or give subs to the channel, you will put an extra D6 into our pool if we need an extra D6. And for a $10 donation reward to Streamlabs or Coffee, you can give Rook a pulse idea. Any ideas that you give to us is at the discretion of the Game Master and myself. We do not cross any lines and veils in the ideas that have been presented here. So with that, that's all my spiel. I am far less sick than I was last week, so let's get started. Go ahead, friend, take us away.
Annika, real quick, did you introduce Sirius?
No, I think I got distracted. I think I got distracted by forgetting what my name was.
Well, that's why
and
it went by
realized,
so
like,
fast. You only did half the things.
You only did half the things. No, and I'm Arnica, and I'm playing Sirius Scarborough, a baker who occasionally has a giant diachrotic light hammer and butterfly wings. I do those things. I don't have a good intro this week. It's
had a
very
great
all over
intro.
the place.
No, you are amazing. Thank you.
And with that, let's get into this. Last time on the Rifts, after a quick introduction with all of our player characters, everyone sensed a weird disturbance, and with some guidance and with some bickering, it was tracked down to be a portal opening up in the strip mall where both Alex and Sirius work. You entered the portal, fought through some enemies, ate about half of them, and then finally tracked down a pigeon that was fueled by the feelings of rage quit and frustration and insecurity, which I wasn't expecting to say ever in my life. Just this pigeon, absolutely, a very angry pigeon. And we left off like last episode with you being unceremoniously kicked out of the portal. And with that, welcome to episode 2 of the Rifts. Catch me if I fall, won't you? So yeah, you fall onto the ground after defeating / helping the pigeon. Harold is kind of like standing above you, kind of like doing weird magic at the portal. Bastion is kind of like has their shields out, these like big, very heavy looking like great shields just kind of like swirling idly like around the two of them. What do you do?
Do we fall just like on top of each other in a giant pile?
If you want to, yes.
Okay. Are we
That was funny,
still in our... Are we... It's very anime if we do that. Are we still in our super powered forms?
Oh, totally. Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, if that's the case, y'all are just like engulfed in like a shadow goop as I land on top of everyone. Like... Oh, sorry. Just.
You're good. You're good.
Normally, I ask for consent first.
Don't worry. Given blanket.
Okay.
You're set.
Just wraps Axel in goop blanket.
I meant I give blanket consent, but that's cool too. Thanks.
Oh, okay.
I don't mind a goop blanket. I know. I've woken up covered in worse than this, so it's fine.
Yeah, I know.
So they're Harold and Bastion are like doing something to the portal though? Like what are they?
Yes. So like from experience in the past, so Harold essentially does some magic to like stop the like the kind of the energy of the portal like messing up other stuff, and Bastion's kind of there just in case. I think like throughout all of your experience as these hunters, like some of you have like stayed behind to like watch Harold's back as well. Sometimes it's like other people who are doing the thing Harold's doing. Yeah, but like this time it's Harold and Bastion just like on the outside, just making sure nothing else goes wrong.
They seem like
So-
they got it.
Yeah, they got it under control.
Yeah, you watch and actually the portal like just kind of like closes. not behind you, I guess above you, but
It's off the ground. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like all closed up now, and like Harold stops doing what he's doing.
Harold, that was fucking righteous, man.
Thank you. You guys did a good job too.
Thanks, that was great.
Did you see how cool we were? We won a race and whack-a-mole and what other games?
And it ate a few people too.
Yeah, I ate some things. Hold on. And like you just sort of see like the cryptid like reach into its own mouth and like pull out one of the things that it ate. It's like, see, look at these, and then like re-eats
Partially digested? Like
yeah. Well, no, this one was on the top, so he didn't make it.
Is it still alive? Is it still breathing?
Nah. What? I ate that.
You are so hot right now.
Okay.
That's a thing. I don't know.
Hi.
Don't kink shame.
No one's kink shaming you. I just said okay. Thanks. Fucking weird. Hi, Sirius. Are you okay?
You good?
I'm standing over to the side, kind of flicking goo off me. Nothing personal, just not in the mood to be sticky.
Fair.
I'm fine, I guess. I look a little bit frustrated, but mostly I'm okay. I have settled my feet onto the ground, but my wings keep fluttering like I kind of want to take off.
Like you want to take off? You got somewhere to be, serious?
Yeah, I really got to get back to the kitchen. I've got to get that stuff back in the oven if there's any chance of salvaging it. And I bounce. Like, I don't say goodbye to anyone. I just go.
Okay. You seem upset.
Yeah. Did she lose at whack-a-mole?
Oh, that would be pretty upsetting, huh? Nah, I'm pretty sure she kicked ass at whack-a-mole.
That's what I thought too.
What do we do now?
Doesn't well, I'm gonna go to bed. Like, I just got off of my shift before this started. I gotta go pay rent at the campground, so did I lose my cash? And you just see me like reaching around and finally just giving up in looking
with consent. Can I reach inside you and be like, it's right here?
Yes.
Axel just
gets my wallet out.
Yeah, like without warning, just like puts a fist like in your stomach. Hold on, I saw it. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Thanks, man. That's cool. And at that point, my goop just sort of melts away, and realizing that I am once again in public and we're probably getting like really weird looks.
I think
just like lets the cryptid just sort of like essentially become my shadow.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, and just like melts off of Jackie's body. And it's just like holding up my wallet. It's like, yeah, so
Hey, Jackie.
hey, what's up, Axel? I'm tired.
Oh, shit. And you see like the fire kind of like flickers in his eyes.
Yeah.
And he's like, Axel, I like gotta go to work, man. Like, I kind of need you to take off here. Fine. It was just starting to like be fun though, man. Like, can we like kill one more thing or something, or like meet some more angsty pigeons? I don't know. Like, I never get to come out much these days. I'm getting bored.
All pigeons are angsty because they used to be dinosaurs and they're not anymore.
Oh shit, that's heavy. Should write a rock opera about that.
About
I think I will.
About birds that were
About birds that want to be
dinosaurs.
dinosaurs.
moving away from whatever this is. before we move on, Jackie, I would say that at first you did get some weird looks, but like I think at this point everyone kind of recognizes Cryptid Jackie
Yeah.
for like who it is. So you
Neighborhood
get
eccentric.
some weird looks, but it's kind of like, oh, that's weird, but I know this weird,
Yeah.
so I will accept it. Anyway, we move to Sirius. Sirius, you enter your bakery. I would say it's about what time did? I would say it's about 8 a.m. Right now.
It's the evening already?
Oh, we were gone all day? Shit, I missed
8
work.
8 a.m.
Oh, okay.
Oh, AM, okay.
No, I think you were like in there for like maybe half an hour.
Okay.
All of your baking supplies are like out. You notice that, so nothing's been touched in the kitchen, but you notice the like seating area's been like tidied up after you all left. One of like Harold or Bastian like cleaned up, you assume.
Okay. So I step into the bakery, take my hammer and shrink it back down. And as I do, it shrinks back down to the little resin keychain. And the magic kind of fades away, leaves me back in my apron and my street clothes. I head back to the kitchen, turn the ovens back on, start pulling things out of the proving drawers. I'm gonna be behind, and I know that we should feel great. We saved that pigeon. We didn't destroy anything important. Jackie got to eat a thing, but I don't know. I'm feeling keyed up. I'm feeling like there's just something off, and not bad off, not like, ooh, off with the universe. Maybe just off with me. Like, am I the problem? Why did I pick whack-a-mole? It was a pigeon. It weighs like an ounce and a half. It literally weighed less than the stupid whack-a-mole thing. Why did I think a pigeon was gonna? I'm feeling weird and frustrated, and I'm kind of taking it out on my bread. I put a whole tray of cinnamon rolls down too rough, and they deflate. Sirius is having a day. And so that's what I'm doing right now is I'm cussing and re-rolling a whole tray of cinnamon buns that I slammed down and deflated.
Okay. If someone offered help in this moment, actually, let's play this out. I think you get a like a knock on the kitchen door. If you have like windows looking out, you can see it is our resident Short King Bastian. She's just kind of like knocking on the door, just like gently.
Okay. I have a partial wall with a big glass plate so that you can see and you can watch stuff being made. I love when bakeries have that. I like watching people make things. So I'm right in front of that. So I go ahead and I wave Bastion in.
He opens the door and they ask, "Hey, Sirius, do you want some help?"
I'm gonna go ahead and start to say no, and then realize that yeah, I do. I really need some help with something. So I go ahead and I throw my thumb over my shoulders towards where I've got extra aprons for times like this, and I tell them to go ahead, scrub in, and come help me mix cinnamon sugar stuff. We're making mixed cinnamon buns.
They like wash their hands, get an apron on, and they don't like attempt to like initiate like any sort of conversation. They're just there like quietly helping. Beloved cat. If would you like to start a conversation, or do you think the morning passes quietly?
I'm gonna let about half an hour pass really quietly, but Bastion's presence is ridiculously helpful. It is distracting. It is breaking Sirius out of a spiral of self annoyance because it's obvious that he's perfectly fine at following what she does, but he's also not a professional baker.
Yeah.
So it is showing him what she wants done and how she wants it done is really bringing her back to her normal, more cheery self and kind of putting her in a better headspace. These cinnamon buns will probably not taste like hatred. She will not have to throw out the whole pan of them when she pulls them out the oven.
Cinnamon bun of hatred is a badass magic item.
It is.
Someone write it down and make it.
Write it down. I'm doing it.
Do it.
Bun of hatred.
Cool. Yeah. So did you want to have a conversation, or
Yeah.
Okay.
So now that she's in a calmer space, she's gonna go ahead and turn to Bastion and be like, so was that why you showed up this morning? What's going on?
They kind of like stop what they're doing and say, yeah, I mean, like obviously a portal's bad, and I think like I mean, I don't know, like I couldn't feel it until Harold told me about it. I don't know about you. Like it was weird, like it was weird, and it worries me. But I mean, you all seem to be fine, so I hope it was okay.
I reach over and I kind of put my hand on Bastion's shoulder. I was right underneath it and I didn't feel it either. I mean, maybe I felt something. I've been on my own nerves for like a couple of days now, but is that something that's happening now? Like, are we just, am I losing my touch? Or are things getting weird?
She takes a moment to think, and she says, maybe. I mean, things have been weird for the past like 5 years, so honestly, like anything goes. Like, I've seen most of it, and things seem to change. Like, things change every single day. I'm not as powerful as I used to be, and I don't know, it feels like the world is passing me by. From what you're saying, passing us by.
Sirius's face kind of gets a little bit tight because that is one of the last things she wanted to hear, was that maybe it's not just her. Sirius and Bastion are closer in age than they are to Jackie and Alex. Jack and Alex are, essentially going to be the new generation. You pick up the hero game in your mid to late teens, and you've probably busted your body all to shit by the time you're my age. There's not a lot of people me and Bastion's age and coming up in their 30s. They're hurt, they're retired, they quit and got married, they died. And so the last thing I want to hear is that maybe we're right. Maybe we are noticing that we're just not. Maybe we should be retiring. And it just feels. I don't like it. I don't like it. I squeeze the cinnamon bun and kind of squish it all out of shape, and now I'm trying to round it back out. Like I didn't do nothing. Like there's not gonna be little fingerprints all dug in it. I don't know. I don't know.
Hey, Bastion, like says, just kind of like smiling up at you. At least we'll find out together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Made myself emotional there. Give me a second. Yeah. I think our camera moves. Who wants to go next?
Do you have like a scene in mind, Val?
Like, Jackie just because like Jackie drives, but the thing that she drives is also the thing that she sleeps in. So she didn't come here in that, so she has to take the bus back to the campgrounds. So I imagine like there's like a point where they're just on the bus together, like kind of thing. Um and you know, she's kind of like half awake, half asleep, like leaning on public transit, like scrolling through her phone. Um and like instantly stops and just like turns it off and just looks outside, clearly not happy.
I'm sorry, am I with you?
I don't know.
Because I was going back to work.
Yeah.
But if hmm.
In which case, we can play it as like Jackie's on their own.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that makes sense for now. We can meet back up later.
absolutely.
Jackie, for the sake of me and the audience,
Yes.
what was on your phone?
Jackie was on Instagram and went to her ex-boyfriend's Instagram page who moved away like 6 weeks ago. They were on a break, and he went tree planting with his dad, and there is clearly a girl in his Instagram pictures, and there are cheek smooches in these pictures, and it's like, well, I guess we're really not on a break anymore, Bear. Thanks.
His name is Bear.
His name is Bear.
Oh,
Is
Jackie,
he a literal bear?
better.
No, he's not.
Okay. That wouldn't be weird in this world. That's all I'm saying.
But his name is Bear.
Do you think your... This is up to you. Do you think your annoyance leaks into your powers, or do you think you have the cryptid under enough control that like it doesn't really...
Oh, I can almost imagine like sometimes if there's like depending on the annoyance, because the thing is with the cryptid, as far as Jackie is concerned, she is the cryptid. Like she is not a person. And this almost feels like it validates that attitude, because it's like, oh, like, you know, her and Bear grew up together in foster care, so to just go and have a life without her just makes her go, okay, cool, that's dope. So I imagine like sometimes if she's really really seething, like her shadow just kind of just has like little tendrils that just kind of come up and just wiggle and might creep out somebody next to her.
Yeah, I think there is like those like wiggles, but on a little bit of a larger scale. Like the shadows just get like a little bit darker and a little bit harder to move through. Nothing like affecting like anyone like tremendously. The bus still goes up, but like there is that like very clear like something's happening. The bus like pulls up at your stop. you get off.
I get off and I go to the office. And I go to pay for like another week there in cash, and also be like, oh yeah, and then I'm gonna need another my propane tank refilled.
The person at the counter says, we actually didn't get a delivery. We don't know when they'll be in, but we don't have any for like a refuel.
Well, what do you mean? Like, what am I supposed to do? Am I just supposed to be like cold and no lights?
I mean, there might be like a store somewhere in town that sells it, but like we don't have any.
Okay. Cold Pop-Tarts it is. Thanks, Frank. And just
Wait that down.
walks to like, and it's like
Frank.
an old like mystery machine type van, right? Like it's a camper van that has like a little loft in it with a mattress, and then just like her shit just like everywhere in the back. So like when Jackie goes to bed, it's just crawls into the back, takes off everything down to the sports bra and the boxers, and just like goes into like a blanket cocoon that just like a horde that just exists there. Just pulls out her phone and just starts like texting Alex, like for a scene, sends the screenshot of the Instagram, like, can you believe this shit? and then goes, by the way, if it gets cold, I'm gonna crawl in through your window because there's no propane.
Okay. First of all, Alex, definitely text back like, wow, this is a tough one. What's worse? Here's a question for, I guess, Val, but also for
Everyone?
For everyone, I think. What's worse, when your ex is with someone who's much better looking than you or much uglier than you?
When they're better looking than you.
Okay, because I can see the opposite psychological effect.
Yeah.
That if like they're with someone like less attractive, you're like, hey, what's the deal? Like I had it better, or you think, am I that unattractive and they just have a
Jackie
type?
does not think that they're hot.
Jackie does not think they're hot. Okay.
Jackie doesn't think that they're human, let alone a hot human. Okay.
I think Alex definitely is like probably just like talks the person down in text message form, like, hey, not even good, like, come on, Also, exact phrasing of this, TBH, Jack, Bear was kind of a douche.
Just sends angry face emojis.
I'm right.
Like, just the sad face emojis, like the sighing face emojis now. Like,
you're better off without him, and I mean, it gives you more, not having to him gives you more time to do the things you love instead of wasting it on someone who'll never love you back.
You can't hear her growl through the thing, and it's like, I'm going to bed. Good night. At 9 a.m. in the morning.
Yes.
And he says, I have to work. Super tired from this morning, but still have to work. Axel keeps trying to convince me to blow it off, but I really need the money. So I'm going to stick around all day, but you can come over tonight if you want, if it gets too cold.
Yeah.
Or just to hang out.
Need the money for what? You live with your parents. Like, she says that out loud so you don't hear it. But it's just like just sends a thumbs up. Like, doesn't even like communicate in words. Just sends a thumbs up emoji.
That's like the K text.
Yeah.
That's awful.
but Alex knows that, like, at that point, it's not Jackie being awful. It's Jackie is, like, literally seconds from falling asleep and wants to acknowledge that you've seen the text.
Yep. Don't just leave me on red. Like, yeah. And I think, like, a few minutes after you fall asleep, you just get a text that you won't see till you wake up, probably, but a text that just says, "Sweet dreams, Jack."
Oh, I fall asleep.
With a little, what's your favorite color?
Green.
Little green heart.
Mm-hmm.
And then Alex gets yelled at by his manager because he's on his phone while working.
And also, while, like, you're trying to have this very, like, sweet text conversation, I have no idea what this would sound like in real life, nor do I want to, but Axel is attempting to play a cello piece using his bass guitar and a random stick he found in Alex's soul.
Like, it's not even a violin bow, it's just, like, a stick.
It's just a stick.
Like a soul stick, or just like, do you just have sticks stuck in your soul, friend? Because I'm pretty sure you need, like, I don't want to say a proctologist for that, but possibly some sort of specialist.
And he's just hearing Axel, like, in his mind. How does this sound, man? I think it's pretty cool. Like, it's good, like a kind of like a proggy sort of thing. You know, if I want to put out like a concept album. Axel, please stop. You're giving me a headache. Please, I want you to do anything but what you're currently doing. All right, man, you don't have to be a dick about it. Jeez. And he hears, like, in his head, like, the of, like, him just, like, dropping his bass on the floor and walking away.
Yeah.
Oh,
Excellent. So the record shop, it's 9 a.m. It's not super busy, but I feel like your manager is, like, that kind of manager of, like, you must be working even though there's, like, 0 people in the shop. And
I think the manager is, like, an old, like, I think me and this manager,
boomers.
like, yeah, he's an old boomer. Like, he's a guy, first of all, his name is Lester.
Wait, I need to write this down.
Yup. Because I'm gonna spit some facts at you. Very simple. I'm making this up as I go along. It's a very simple sketch outline. His name's Lester. He's an old metalhead, like, kind of bigger guy. He always wears a black t-shirt, like, doesn't own anything else. Always wears a black t-shirt with, like, the logo of, like, a metal band. You know how, like, all metal band logos just look like piles of sticks? Like, it's one of those. And he has like a little one of those. Oh yeah. He's got, like, a big beard, like a white beard, and, like, a rat tail down the back. To be honest, he kind of looks like Gary Gygax. If you've ever seen a picture of Gary Gygax, kind of like that. And I think Lester and Alex, the one thing they agree on is music. Like, he knows that Alex knows his shit, and he's, like, extremely knowledgeable about music, specifically metal, because that's, like, their thing. Like, the one thing that they see out of Ion is music, and specifically metal, but they do not really get along, like, any other way. And he often thinks Alex is, lazy, or because he's always on his phone, and there's always some grumble about, fucking kids always on their phones these days,
Oh my god.
Yeah, fucking millennials, even though he's not. He's younger. But
I like the idea that Lester, like, complains about iPods even though, like, no one your age uses an iPod anymore.
Oh, you know what? He'll yell at him from across the store, like, get off your BlackBerry, because he doesn't fucking know what. He hasn't kept up with trends whatsoever.
Get off your Motorola Razr.
He's still using one of those Nokia bricks, like those indestructible, like, Nokia bricks that you could play Snake on. And that's Lester. He's way behind the times.
Welcome, everyone, to My Players Deal Me Psychic Damage. Yeah, so it's a quiet morning.
Oh, and the record store
Yes.
is called In the Groove Records.
Please hold while I write this down. Yeah, so it's a quiet morning in the groove. What do you think? What do you think would be... What do you think would be the one thing to happen that would put Axel to sleep?
K-pop.
Yeah, like, yeah, I was just thinking, like, it's got to be music that he finds, like, offensive. Like, I feel like Axel probably has, like, some music that he loves but will not actually cop to liking because it doesn't fit his image. Like, I think he really likes, like, Cher, but he, like, won't tell Alex that. But yeah, I think it's you know what'd be good? It's a customer comes in the store, walks up to Alex and asks him, like, you know, do you have anything by like BTS or something? And Axel's just like, I'm out. No, just I'm not sticking around for this.
Yeah, so you see someone who is younger than you by a like a good like couple years, and as they ask this question, you feel something you don't feel often, which is just silence. Like, I will let you decide how Alex feels about the silence, but there's it's not a peaceful silence. It feels very empty, like more vacuum of space than just like a quiet library.
Yeah, I like to use the metaphor of like, if you've ever slept near like in a living room or something that's near a kitchen and you can hear the hum of the refrigerator,
Yeah.
and it suddenly goes off, all of a sudden it just sounds like something's wrong. Like it feels wrong. Like there was that constant white noise and now it's just gone and everything just feels like eerily quiet and uncomfortable. It's creepy. And I think when Axel goes to sleep, Alex feels he feels, this is going to be depressing. He feels what he is, which is lonely. And he is a kind of lonely boy. He has parents that like don't really get him. They don't understand why they have this like weirdo son who like paints his nails and like listens to lots of metal, and he's just not what they expected him to be. And when Jackie's not around, who's really his only close friend, he's lonely, and he works this job that is just, you know, so he can have money to do bare minimum entertainment things like buy himself a burger and like go to the movies. And Axel is, for all of Axel's faults, and there are many, Axel is a constant companion to Alex, and he also cares about Alex. He's a nice demon. He really cares about Alex, and he wants Alex to succeed and follow his dreams. And Alex, because Alex dreams of being a musician too. He wants to play metal, you know. But he's not very good. He plays bass, but he's like not very good. He practices, but he doesn't really get a lot better. And all of his big plans, you know, have never gone anywhere. So he's kind of stuck here. And when Axel's not there with him, he just feels profoundly alone. To borrow a term from one of my favorite books, intolerably alone. And it hurts.
Yeah, I think this like customer like comes and goes. The day goes by normally. Like, eventually you feel that emptiness. Like, we're going to like skip a bit to like the end of the day. You feel that emptiness begin to like hum with a presence. It feels familiar. It's Axel, but he's still like it's like he's like half there. And this is only like as the day progresses. You've spent most of this day like just not feeling him. You still have. I don't know how much of your powers you use like throughout the day. I imagine it's not a lot. You still have access. You still feel your power there. You just don't feel him there. We
Towards the end of the day, to the end of the day, though, when Jackie wakes up, she responds to Alex's text message. It's like, yeah, I dreamed I was a centaur girl getting railed by my ex. Is that what you meant? You okay, Colin?
I don't know why that's like one of the funniest things I've ever heard, but it is. Oh god. He just texts back like an ellipsis, and then like, yeah, that's what I meant, Jack.
This is when Axel returns.
Who's getting fucked by a centaur? That sounds fucking hot. Axel, please don't. I don't want to think about that image any longer. Fine, I can think about it all I want, though. We don't share a mind. Please stop. All right, Lester, I'm taking off. You need anything before I go?
He wasn't really paying attention. Like, he's just kind of like sitting like with a book, just kind of like flicking through it. He just kind of looks up and goes like, nah, I'll see you tomorrow, as he like goes back to like just like flipping through this thing.
Hey, Lester, before I go,
he like looks up and like actually makes eye contact with you.
Hi. My friend is kind of in a bind. She's all out of propane at her trailer, RV, and I don't really have money for it. You think maybe I could get an advance on my wages for this week so I could pick her up her propane tank? It would mean a lot to me.
Oh. DM Brain says roll. But,
I'll roll
sure. Roll 5.
Yeah, because I'm at 5 heart rate, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, roll 5d6. Oh, hold on, just a moment. I had the wrong window open. Google, roll 5d6. I got 2 6s, 1 5, and 2 2s.
Pretty good. To be honest, I set this at a 1 just for fun,
Oh,
so
okay.
I guess that's an exceed. Oh no.
Does his small heart grow like 5 sizes this day?
Oh my god, yes it does. Like, he kind of looks at you, and I feel like his eyes just kind of like pierce through like what you're actually feeling, and he says, and you do an extra 2 hours next week, and you can have your advance.
Okay, sure. That's fair.
He opens the cash register and like hands you an advance. I don't know. You're probably being paid. I feel like I want the minimum wage to be at least 15 per hour.
You and me both, brother.
Because that feels.
Straight up,
I am God here.
imagine that this city is very much like West Coast Canada, like just throwing it out there, where it is $15 an hour because we can't afford it otherwise. We still can't afford it. What are we talking about?
So it's a decent little chunk of change he's giving me right now. So and cash too, so that's nice. And he just takes it and just kind of holds it. It's like Lester, like, and he's got a whole bunch of things in his head, like, look, man, I know we don't always get along, and but he doesn't say any of that. He just, thanks, Lester.
Yep. You're a good kid when you're not on that BlackBerry.
Also, real quick, y'all, out of character, can we just thank Weave the Tail for that awesome raid of 18 people? Thank you so
Oh
much.
shit!
Oh my God.
Thank you, Weave.
Thank
Hello.
you, Weave.
Hello, friends
you.
from Weave.
Hello, friends.
Cool. Oh, Evan's here. Nice people.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just said BlackBerry, so he's like, it's yeah. I'll try to stay off my BlackBerry next time. Have a good night, Lester.
Good night, kid.
And he leaves, and he goes it's in a strip mall, so he goes down the little way to the grocery store in the strip mall, which I don't know how this is around the world, but at grocery stores where I live oftentimes have propane tanks out in front. So he goes and picks one up and then lugs it back to his what shitty car does he drive? I think it's just like a Honda Accord, but it's like an old Honda Accord.
Ooh, like a 96.
Yeah, those one. It's one of those ones that has like 400,000 miles, but it's still fucking
Yeah.
running somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that anyone can just break into.
Yes, I'll do it like the Honda Accord that my dad had when I was a kid. It's a 4-cylinder Honda Accord, but it only runs on 3 because one was just fucking busted. So it has very bad acceleration, but it does run. And he just chucks it in the back seat of his car, which is just full of trash, like just garbage, like fast food things. Like he'll eat while driving and just like throw it in the back seat and not think about it. So it's disgusting. His car is gross. And he's got his bass back there buried under some stuff and like a little amplifier. And instead of going home as originally intended, he goes to Jackie's instead.
I think we'll pause there.
Sure.
And swing back towards the bakery. Sirius, I would say it's getting close to closing time. How is Sirius feeling? You are muted.
Sirius is feeling like she forgot to unmute her thing. So I'm feeling okay. I spent the day in a bit of an edge of melancholy to me, but it was a good day. My favorite older couple came in. They had their regular breakfast. We shot shit. The day itself was good. So I'm feeling I got my feet under me again as I'm shutting down shop. But I know that I don't really get ready at one moment. Okay, I know that I'm getting ready to go home and it's just like me and I don't even have a pet. No, she doesn't even have a pet. She has a ficus. She has a ficus that she named. Like Sirius has not been in a long-term relationship in a while. She's really realizing that she has put all of her energy into building her business. That's the word I wanted. Such a complicated, hard word. She's put all her energy into building her business and being the best magical girl hero she could be. And now she's mad. She's sitting at home eating noodles. Like she's at home eating like ramen noodles. She could cook, but she doesn't want to cook. She spent all day cooking. Fuck cooking. Looking at her ficus and she's watching General Hospital.
Okay. Cool.
No, little cat.
Beloved cat. Yeah, Sorry. What in what brings, other than the bakery, what brings serious pride?
Hmm. Other than the bakery, think I think that Sirius is hmm, the way she interacts with her community. She's pretty proud of, always knowing who's coming in, who's coming out, who's having trouble, who the kind of people who might be trying to bust into a dumpster. So instead, she keeps an eye out to make sure that they come in and get some actual food. That's what she's proud of outside of her hero work, is that she knows her community.
Okay, excellent. I think you get a text from like one of the like parents in the neighborhood, like whose kid was like really like badly struggling with let's say science. And like whatever involvement like Sirius had in that is like up to you. It could be none at all. It could be like setting up tutoring, but like either way, like you get a oh no, I think what it is like they had tutoring like in your bakery. Like they just like take a booth like with some like hot drinks, like a hot chocolate for the kid, um, and like you get this like text of like a picture of the kid like smiling, holding up like a test sheet with like 100 on it, and like
Oh,
they're just like grinning like so brightly, um, and like the caption from the parent is just like thanks for um, letting them hang out at your bakery. Well, like thanks for letting them like get tutored at your bakery. Um,
okay. No, you don't understand. Okay, I love that. I'm fine. I love that. I'm fine. I'm fine. So I'm fine. Sirius is not fine. Sirius is the mess that I am obviously too dignified and evil with this tiny cat in my arm to become on camera. So while I'm going to keep my shit together like a goddamn boss, Sirius is gonna go ahead and cry like a little bit. She's gonna just go ahead and just eyes gonna well up. She's gonna stream down. Grinch's small heart's gonna go grow 3 sizes that day, even though not a Grinch, not a small heart, but still overwhelmed with love. I'm gonna save the picture and send back a quick text, reminding him to come in and get his A+ cookie, because I think that I have a long running program where kids can bring me in their good grade, whether it's they always have good grades or whether they have just increased and gotten better grades. Bring me in proof that your grade is good or at least better than it was, and you can get a free cookie. And they're not like little shitty Hannaford cookies. They're big cookies. Like I paint a good job or a smiley face or something. They're excellent cookies. I hand make them every day. So tomorrow he gets to come in for his special cookie. So now I'm excited for tomorrow, because tomorrow I get to make a fresh batch of You've Done Great cookies. And I know that I'm going to hand them out to at least one kid. My day feels like it has completely turned around from that one test, from that one text.
I think also with your permission, I think there's like an involuntary like pulse of like energy from you, and you see the world around you like sparkle for a minute as your power reacts to all this love in your heart, just for a moment, and then it kind of like settles down, and you feel how strong you are, just kind of like, that's not a sentence, that makes sense, hang on. You feel the power within you just like surge and swell, and you are filled with a sense of just how strong you are, both as a fighter, as a conduit, as a user of magic, but just also as a person.
Alright. Groovy. I'm not, and that is her response too. Her response, she goes, all right, just kind of like shifts her shoulders, groovy, and looks at these pathetic ramen noodles and decides she does not want these. She is better than cup of noodles. She helped save a pigeon from his game rage today. She deserves better than noodles. And she throws them away, and she goes and she washes her ass, and she's gonna go out and get something to eat tonight. I don't know what, don't know where I'm going. I'm gonna walk around till something looks good.
Excellent. I think from there we like I think from there we cut back to the camper area, whose proper name I have forgotten.
I'm not mute. I need to unmute myself on all my things. Okay, straight up. This is definitely just for someone who's probably grew up in the States in the 90s. But there is literally a campground based on Yogi Bear Jellystone Park, and it's like an old Jellystone Park that is just reconverted to where all of the transients just sort of camp in order to like not be homeless and to have an address so that they can work. That's exactly what it is. So instead of it being called like Jellystone Park, like they renamed it to like Pork Belly Stoner Park.
Someone spray painted the R on the end.
Yes.
Stoner Park. Can it just be like the thing in the area that everyone just like calls it Stoner Park?
Yeah.
Like that's just maybe just for the high concentration of like weed dealers or something in the I don't know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It just always kind of smells a little. There's always kind of a waft of some fine bud.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that. Stoner Park.
Writing that down. Cool. So we like shift back to Stoner Park, and Alex with this massive fuck off like tank of propane.
Yeah, I think he's driving in, and I'm picturing this campground as like those. Like it's super it's like an RV park, right? So it's like super low speed, like you have to drive at like 5 miles per hour in here, and it's all just like gravel
and potholes, so many
and potholes like big puddles. So it's like that sound, rubber over gravel, just that like crunching sound as he's going through, and like occasionally like ka-chung, ka-chung, because he's like going into these big potholes, and he's trying to take it really easy. He's got one hand on the wheel and one hand like holding the propane tank so it doesn't fall over while he goes. And I think if you're not awake yet, Val, I think it would be a fun thing if like he pulls up and like the thing that wakes you up is like headlights coming through the window. Which he didn't mean to do, but and then there's
I feel like you woke up, sent the like text about being railed, and then
went back to sleep.
I feel like you also wake up and the first thing you see is like kind of just like that text you sent, and you just like remember
and regret it like the second. It's like, oh fuck.
But then also remember that dream and like.
I would like to point out that I looked down for a second to check to make sure that my closed captioning was still good, and to look at the cat, and I looked up, and Val, you pulled your fucking hat all the way down, but I hadn't seen you do it. And my first thought was, oh no, Jackie has done the cryptid thing, and my next thought was, what the fuck kind of filter is that? And then I realized you hadn't done any weird cryptid thing, you had just pulled your fucking hat over your
I love this.
Yeah.
So
pull my curtain back and notice that it's your janky ass's car that's pulled up next.
My jalopy.
Yeah.
And then there's a knock at the door a few seconds later.
Yeah, I just in my toque, in my sports bra, and my boxer shorts, just open it up and be like, "Hey, you want a hot tart?"
We can make him hot. He just like lifts up this propane tank.
Did you just buy what?
I got an advance from Lester, and so I got you a propane tank.
Oh, dude, no. And like just immediately like with the door, like the back of my van door just like wide open, just like crawling over to my pile, like looking for my wallet so that I could pay you back. Like
Jack. No, stop. It's fine.
no, I am not I don't owe anyone any money.
Correct.
Especially you. So I am gonna here and I hand you a 20.
You don't owe me anything.
I'm gonna stick this up your ass if you don't take it.
Can you just like
Thank you, but take it.
okay, fine.
Appreciate you. Did you do this because you didn't want me crawling in your window?
No. I don't mind that at all.
Uh-huh.
I did it because I didn't want you to be cold and have to take a cold shower tomorrow morning.
Well, I mean, I take the shower. I don't shower in my van. I go to the thing over there. And I point to, like, where the showers are on the campground.
Okay, fair. Yeah, actually, that's sort of a common mistake. I didn't even think of that. I was thinking of this as it's a van. It's not an RV, right? It's not like
it's a
Oh,
van.
okay. So yeah, kind of scratch that because that doesn't make any sense.
Like I have like outside there's like a little gas, like portable gas stove that and a canopy over the van sort of thing, but yeah, it's a van.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well in that case, I mean,
I think with your permission, I think you're reminded of a time this happened before. I feel I just had the like image of like Alex or Axel like trying to like conjure fire for you to use and it going very badly. Like not in a way that like anyone got hurt, but just in a way that like this was a bad idea and we are filled with regret.
But nowadays we just buy a new fucking propane tank instead of trying to improvise.
Yeah. Jackie's gonna pull up some pants and wiggle their way out of the van. Cool, hot Pop-Tarts. Let's thanks. Let's do this.
You don't have a toaster?
I just like take my tongs and I just hold it over the flame.
Wow.
No, I don't have a toaster. Where am I gonna plug a toaster in?
I guess that's true. You don't really even have power outlets in this thing.
I mean, I do. Like, I have outlets in it. But it's like one of those things where like the van is hooked up and like I point to like the jerry rigging that I have done to like, because you know like at campgrounds you can like hook up stuff, right?
Yeah, they have the yeah.
And you know, it's like but you know, I'm not gonna like run my heater like an asshole in my van because that will kill you.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it'd kill me because, you know, it kills humans and I'm not really a person, but...
That's true.
But
I don't really want to experiment with that, though, so... I
have hotboxed the van on a weekly basis, so if I can survive that...
Oh, you're down to weekly now?
Well, it's because I had to pay rent.
Oh. Lame.
I know. I don't want to go into the Walmart parking lot again. That was scary.
No, never again. That was gross.
No. If I have to leave, I'm going in your parking lot next time, in front of the bakery, so I can just smell cinnamon buns and coffee. It's loud there, though. Y'all have way too many people.
Lester would hate that.
Maybe I should do it then.
Please don't make me lose my job.
I'm not gonna make you lose your job. It's not illegal to park in parking lots. That's what they're for.
Yeah, overnight though, then it becomes trespassing if it's not a Walmart. You
Well,
know how
then
it
I'll
works.
drive somewhere else, and then just park to sleep.
Do you want to just come over?
Right now?
Yeah.
Yo, is your mom home?
No, that's why I'm inviting you. Otherwise, it might be a
Otherwise,
different
I'd
story.
have to crawl through your window. Yeah.
Yes, you can even come in the front door and everything,
I can use your toaster.
and you can use my toaster.
I
And
just passed some
upgrade,
Pop-Tarts back. What?
upgrade. Mom bought the toaster strudels, so
No, that's some fancy white people shit. I don't want to do that.
they're delicious. Just try it. Just once try it. They're delicious. Strawberry and cream filling?
No. Pop-Tarts are fine. Toaster strudels, that's some colonizer bullshit. We're not doing that today.
I love Jackie.
More for me?
I'm not
So,
eating other people's food. I'm gonna eat my food, which is non-frosted strawberry Pop-Tarts.
You get the unfrosted ones, you fucking crazy person?
They're on sale for like $1. That's why I get them.
Hey, want to hear something funny?
Yeah, what's up?
Someone came into the record store today
Uh-huh.
and asked for K-pop, and Axel lost his fucking mind.
You know, I've never listened to K-pop before, but what do you mean he lost his mind?
Like,
He's always he's yeah.
it's hard to describe if, unless you've been possessed, it's sort of hard to describe, but
Just put
he's-
a sweatshirt on to get in the car while we're talking. Like,
Yeah,
walking
this
in.
is-
boop boop.
yeah, and he's starting up the car as we're going, and he's like, it's hard to describe. Like, he's in there,
Mhm.
but we don't share a mind really. Like, we have separate thoughts. So
Yeah.
he can kind of sometimes, when he gets mad, he can just kind of leave.
He just-
I don't know where he goes, but he just goes somewhere.
Yo, maybe next time you talk to him, just like ask him. Yo, you know what? After we have our Pop-Tart dinner, you know what we should do?
Get baked.
Yeah, but we should like call the baker and see if she wants to party with us because she has baked goods and she might bring some.
Oh shit. So you want to do a bacon bake?
Yes.
A bake squared?
Yes.
Bake
Yo.
squared.
This is a perfect evening, I think, Jack.
I know, right? Like your mom's at home, we have to party, right?
Yeah, no, we absolutely do.
Yeah.
And oh, I set the drum set up in the basement if you want to jam.
I'm just gonna use your shower.
Oh, you can totally use my shower.
I should probably bring clean clothes.
Yeah, I mean, you can borrow a shirt or something for me if you need to.
Oh, okay. I'll just wear
We're like
yours.
already like on the fucking road. I don't feel like turning
like,
around.
it's just like this is just them like just talking nonsensical stuff, but like Jackie the whole time is just eyeing this box of unopened Pop-Tarts like so hungrily right now.
Heavy breathing.
And it's
But also
just
he's like,
I'm so hungry and I would love hot Pop-Tarts, so could you continue to go faster?
yeah, and also I'm
Becomes
kind of
so
like, his little light comes on like he's on E.
Check-in.
So,
Oh
like-
no.
Not check engine, he's just on E, so like he like doesn't have the gas to turn around and go back to Jackie's anyway. So this only goes one way.
I think like our camera was like kind of positioned at the front of the car, like looking at the two of you, and then it like changes to like the back of the car, kind of like as you're driving, and it kind of like begins to rise as we see the city before you. And with that, we will take a break.
All right,
It's a nice scene. I like picturing that. That's really nice.
We'll see you in a few minutes. Bye. And we are back. Hello, everyone. We are back live. We were talking the difference between pecans and pecans while we were on break. I like how Google just, like, there is a pecan, and then there was a pecan. Come on, let's do this. It's like, nope, Google, we'll figure it out later. But at least
Apparently, Google thinks both pronunciations are acceptable because it's spelled it the same way.
But
Next
someone
week's-
who grew up on an orchard, they are not. Oh, wait, we're back. So let's continue. I have to let Romeo outside my room because he's like, "Hey, my nap's over."
Well,
Couldn't
I
wait
just
long.
heard that meow. That was so cute.
love
Hi
that cat.
everyone. Welcome back. So, Sirius, you are vibing with your not ramen and temporarily sparkling living room when you get a text. Jackie, please tell us what this text reads.
Oh, to send to Sirius.
Serious.
Yes.
I send this to Sirius. I have like a group chat. It's like for all of us. So Sirius and Izzy and Harold and Bastion, they're all in this chat because we are. And I have like it's just called the team because we never named ourselves. But
That's our whole arc.
So it's just like, yo, Alex's parents are totally gone, and we're gonna get bait. Come hang out, and like I know it's like a Tuesday or whatever, but like let's fucking vibe. BYOB.
Jack, tell her to bring muffins.
And you know what? We need a baconing serious. So if you have any leftover muffins, I will pay you for them.
I want to believe that Sirius knows, like, if we text, like, we're doing the baconing, Sirius knows what
We're
that
doing
means.
the baconing. Bring your own bagels. like whatever is too old to sell tomorrow, like please bring it to us.
When I was in college, I lived across the street from a Tim Hortons. And at the end of the night, we would go there baked to shit at like midnight, and any donuts that they didn't have, they were just going to throw out. And they would just give us all the donuts they had for like $5.
And a whole bunch of Timmy Bits, right?
And a whole bunch of Timbits. Yeah. Oh, it was magical. So I like to think it's like your shit that's going to go stale, Serious. Like, we'll just take it all. We don't care.
Just take it. It's fine. We're going to be high anyway.
Okay, so real quick, just because y'all said Tim Hortons, y'all want to hear a Tim Hortons horror story real quick?
Oh, God,
Sure,
yes.
absolutely.
I'm Canadian, of course.
Okay, so briefly, we had Tim Hortons for about 6 years in Maine. They came and they went, but that 6 years was pretty good when they had the Cold Stone Creamery with them. Anyway, I have 3 younger siblings, 2 of which worked at the Tim Hortons here in my town simultaneously. They worked on the night shift. My sister and the middle brother. And they had 2 other guys who worked with them. Now, sometimes they would work together. Sometimes they'd split up my 2 siblings. But my sister always worked with this one weird-ass white guy. And it was always her and him and this weedy little teenager, and sometimes our brother. Up until he stopped showing up because he had been arrested for murder. The body they had pulled out of the Androscoggin like a month beforehand. He was the one who had knifed that dude. Yes, and he had been working the night shift with my sister all night. We were mad as fuck. We made both the kids quit Tim Hortons that night.
Well,
Does that spoil Tim Hortons for you?
Hell no, we just didn't go to that one. What the fuck? He was gone. He was in jail. It wasn't like he was murdering.
Timbits? You think I'm giving up on Timbits?
Murdering donuts. My siblings just couldn't work there anymore.
So real quick, because we're just on the Tim Hortons kick, because why the hell not? For the record, Tim Hortons is garbage now. Am I muted? No, my audio just came out of my...
Yeah, it just got choppy.
Dudes came in, giving me a hard time at night, 3 o'clock in the morning. Scares like, there's a baseball bat in the back
that's
of my
the
car.
sister. Listen.
Yes, you could hear my sister. He beat him.
Tim
He beat the
Hortons
dude.
was bought by the Brazilian company that owns Burger King now, and that's why it went to shit. If you want real Tim Hortons coffee, the McDonald's bought the Roastmaster is now by Sam. So McDonald's coffee now is what Timmy's used to be. FYI.
PSA for all you Canadians.
Yes. I'm just saving y'all right now. Anyway, so the baconing, no, you know what? That is the text. That is
What, just
baconing?
like Tim Hortons rant? Or...
I just sent a group text. It's like the baconing and a pin, to where we're going. Everyone knows what this means.
All right. So I was half dressed because I was getting ready to go out. And I decide, you know what? I'm still going out, but the baconing is a damn good idea first. So I put on something cute. I don't know, little black dress because I'm going out. Y'all can come with me or not, which is a lie. You guys are coming with me, whether or not you have decided that. Sirius knows it to be true. No, please get out of the way. So she gets dressed to go out, grab something to eat, and go to the bars afterwards. Gets in her car, which is not a good junker, but it's not super nice. Sirius also has a Honda, but it's a much newer Honda.
Say, maybe you have a Camry instead.
Oh,
sure. I don't fucking know what a Camry looks like. I know what a Honda looks like. I don't drive. I'm an epileptic.
I got the Accord. You've got the Civic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I've got a Honda Civic.
The middle.
It'll run forever also. God bless them.
Yeah, it will.
I know nothing about cars. So this is just all going over my head.
I hop in my car with the ground effects. I've got pink ground effects underneath my car. I turn them on. I've got my music up. It's thumping. It's very loud every time I get in. I speed through town because I never drive the speed limit. I'm always 15 miles over.
Oh my God.
Got a few points on your license, or are you really lucky?
I'm real lucky. Also, I'm an asshole and I'm not afraid to just look and be like, hi. Yeah, no, I'm on my way to a hero emergency.
You call the hero
absolutely do.
All the time. It's a hero emergency that I have to go get donuts and get stoned, because if a monster pops up when I'm sober and hungry, then maybe I just decide to go smoke a joint and eat some McDonald's. So you should probably hero emergency.
I feel like you can also, with your ability over light, you can just blind the speed camera, and then they can't tell.
Right, I'm the only thing that Mythbusters found that could beat the speed camera. It's me. So I run over to the bakery, and like always, Jackie is asked for stuff that I've been donated to the shelter at the end of the day. So like always, I go in the fridge and I have an entire shelf of food that I make and I keep for Jackie, specifically for when she's not paying attention, so that I know for a fact she's always got something fresh. She always has something homemade. And she always has something that she can't bitch about. No, I ain't got the money for it today. I didn't ask you to pay for it, Jackie. I asked you to eat the fucking sandwich.
Do you have a Tupperware full of just cold meat pies?
I do.
Okay.
I have an entire drawer.
Didn't we determine that you don't actually you don't actually sell meat pies? You just make them for her?
Meat pies. I just make them for Jackie.
I love that.
So I bust out a couple because I know that if the baconing's happening, I can manage to leave 2 or 3 days worth of snacks with Jackie and she won't bitch about it. So I take full advantage of the baconing every single time. So I load everything up with a couple days worth of food, some extra muffins and shit, some fruit, because I always see all this fool ever eats is McDonald's and meat pies and the occasional banana. I'm always trying to smuggle real food in there because Sirius hates a banana. Just offended by it.
Put some
peanut
butter on the banana. That's how Jackie eats their bananas.
So I'm always trying to sneak oranges and apples and lychees and mangoes in there. Real fruit. Ooh. So I pack up the big basket, hop in the car, speed over to Alex's house, and turn the music up as I come in his neighborhood because I don't like his parents and I don't like his neighbors. And honestly, I really just kind of love being that car that his neighbors look out the window and just every time they hear me pull up, boom, 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 boom. Okay.
You got a huge woofer in this thing?
Yeah, boy.
So this is that bass you feel in your bones.
Mm-hmm. My windows are buzzing. Everybody knows. You can hear me when I pull onto the head of your street. You're like 10 houses down from the corner. You hear me when I hit the corner.
And I think that's exactly what happens because I think he does hear you coming a block away. And by the time you pull up, he's already on the porch. Like, stop. No.
I'm just like cheering you on the porch. Like I just have like, I'm just in like an unbuttoned flannel. I never put on an actual shirt over the sports bra. I just put on a flannel and pulled up my pants. So I'm like, yeah.
Serious.
I'm already lit as fuck.
So I'm gonna go ahead and kill the car because I see that Alex is going from a 7, which is funny, to an 8, which is about the time I start worrying about his blood pressure and that little tick in his eye. He's just a baby. His eye shouldn't be. I shouldn't see that vein at his temple as often and as fast as I see it someday.
Can I just add one thing here really quick, though? As you turn it off, immediately Alex's whole demeanor changes, and nah, man, turn it up! Fuck yeah! Axel, fucking stop right now. You don't even like this music. I'm fucking bored, man. I don't care. I just want something loud.
Axel's bored.
So I'm gonna get out the car, and I obviously look too good to hang out in the basement tonight.
Ooh, look at you, Mama.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys had half of a good plan. We're going to do this, and then we're all going to get in my car instead of your little piece of shit, and we're all going to go out for a while.
I didn't bring going out clothes.
Pre-party.
Okay.
I'm deciding in the moment here. I think Alex is one of those, when he gets high, he gets paranoid people. So he's like, we can't just go, like, everyone's going to know we're baked as shit.
So everyone is gonna be baked as shit too. We're adults. We can do whatever the fuck we want. And I just like fall against him. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my arm around both of you and guide you in the house and be like, then they will be terribly jealous that they're not as pre-partied as we are. Come along, come along, come along. Kick the door shut.
Serious. Wait. Did you bring the muffins?
I did bring the muffins.
There's muffins? Okay. Oh man, I just had a whole box of warm Pop-Tarts. You know what I could use right now? Muffins. Serious, this man, and I like just put my hand on Alex's face, try to feed me toaster strudels.
You know how she feels about toaster strudels. You know how I feel about toaster strudels. These things are made of cardboard and not even real lard, like an artificial lard. Fake lard. Faux lard. Fard. It's made of fard. Stop eating fard, Alex.
Just use real pig fat like a human being, okay? Okay, Pillsbury Doughboy? Like, you are a lie.
What do you you call me
really
fat?
coming for the brands today?
No. I'm talking to the Pillsbury Doughboy. Because toaster strudels are by I'm gonna put Alex in his belly.
Oh. What do you think Pop-Tarts are made of? Jeez, it's not like those are like health food or anything. Fuck.
I'm gonna say no, it's all garbage. I'm gonna sling my big old picnic basket because Sirius has one of those bougie wicker picnic baskets that you think are only like $70 until the first time you go to buy one as an adult and you realize they're like $400 fucking for a goddamn picnic basket. And you're like, this is just some woven reeds. It's a box. It's a box made of grass and you're charging me $400 to carry a fucking sandwich in it anyway. So she has one of those. and it's full.
Holy shit. Okay, we can go out, but I'm gonna eat like 3 of these first. And I don't want to get crumbs in your car.
I think at this point,
So are you. How you doing?
I think at this point you hear your doorbell go off, Alex.
Fuck.
Do we have? Is it Bastion and Harold?
I didn't invite him, did you?
Yeah, I invited everyone in the group chat.
Oh shit. Okay. Let me go check. And he runs up. He has a really awkward run. He just kind of like runs from the basement up the stairs. And it's one of those doors that has the door, and then on either side of the door are like those big like floor to ceiling windows that have curtains over them. And he just like pokes one aside and just peeks out. Want to see who it is?
You see Bastion and Harold both there. Bastion is holding like a case of beer, and Harold is holding like a bag of like supermarket bagels.
Fuck yeah. He actually brought the bagels. He opens the door, but like when he opens the door, he's Axel. And he's just fucking bagels! What's up, guys?
Harold is. Yeah, I think like Harold is very shocked to see Axel, and he's just like, bagels, and just like holds them out to you.
He takes the sack of bagels, and like I think so. They do share a body, so they don't share a mind, but they do share a body. So like when Alex gets stoned, Axel also gets stoned. Like things that physically affect Alex physically affect Axel. So like Axel's pretty fucked up right now. I mean, he could handle a lot more than this, but he's riding a good wave right now. And he grabs the bagels and just starts like swinging them over his head, and he's like, "We're fucking partying tonight. We got bagels, kids." And he comes like, he's like, come on in. And he like pulls them in and just like leaves the front door open, doesn't even give a fuck, and just takes them down to the basement to see Jackie and Sirius. Look who's here!
When you go down, Jackie, you do not see them at first.
Oh shit.
And like Sirius, you would know that Jackie, like when Alex like went up to get everyone, was like shh, shh, and just like cryptid crawls like onto the ceiling above the door and just has like the big old like the big like elk skull, and like as Axel walks in, not know if it's Axel or Alex, if you're cool with this. Colin, just like the big ol' lung tongue just like comes out and just like tickles you behind your ear.
He spins on his heel and with the bag of bagels like swats.
I eat the entire bag of bagels. I just get the tongue and just swallow it.
Just wrap it around the bagel.
Yeah, and then pull out the plastic bag like afterwards. Like, can't digest that.
This
Axel
is the
just
Eldritch version of like tying the cherry stem. Like,
yes!
Axel is just like, "Hey, come on down," and just like holds his arm out, like almost like he wants you to like fall into a hug or something.
I just shadow down. Ooh, Bastion, and thanks for the bagels. But I'm back to Jackie.
Okay, guys, but we can't make too much noise because like neighbors get weird.
Don't worry, if the cops show up.
Wait, what?
That's just the laugh that Jackie gives.
Yeah, he's just like, if the cops show up, what? Like, what's the next part of that sentence? What happens if the cops show up?
They're just gonna be in for a surprise.
Ooh.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah,
Cap.
and I fist bump Axel. Dropping my D20.
Hang on, let me
Can't be doing that.
roll something very quick. How
Uh-oh.
do I do this? Okay. No, this is a good thing. You want this to succeed.
Okay. Oh, my dice is all the way over there. I have to get on the floor to get it.
You watch as like Harold is kind of like, oh, you're worried about people hearing. I can fix that, and he kind of like brings his hands together, like as you've seen him do a lot when he like uses his magic, and like those like little mirrors kind of appear like swirling around his hands and kind of go like zooming outwards towards like the edges of the room, and like you see like pulses of energy. That should dampen the noise.
Yo,
You don't have
Harold,
to- you
that
don't-
is so fucking cool.
You don't have to worry. Yeah, it's something I practiced a lot when I was.
Pretty cool, Harold.
So
but,
what you're
like, don't-
saying is that I could do like a Wendigo scream and nobody would hear it except the people in here?
No, I'm not that good. You know, you can have music, but like don't test it.
Okay. You know, we're just pre-gaming because Sirius is gonna take us out to a night on the town.
I look up. I'm over on. I assume that like every basement full of stoners, there is a shitty beanbag and a good beanbag,
And
as well as
one
some regular furniture. I'm on the good beanbag with the shitty beanbag half across my lap, and I'm breaking up and rolling up
Oh no.
on top on a table built to a shitty beanbag and
With a lab
an
desk
art
on
book.
the shitty.
Yeah.
So I stop. I'm like halfway through rolling up a significantly sized blunt. It is not for newbies. It is not for babies.
Not for the faint part.
We're partying tonight. Sirius is in a mood. So I stop. I stop rolling up. I wave at the boys to kind of acknowledge that we are going out. Yeah, I've already admitted it's on my dime. It's fine. Let's do this.
We showed that pigeon who was boss.
I just picture as you like hold up the giant blunt when you finish rolling it, like we see with the camera, like one of those shots where it's like tight shot of the blunt and like Alex's face like behind it, like in the background. He's like wide-eyed, like holy shit.
That's a huge ass blunt.
Yeah, he's like, holy fuck, that is fucking awesome!
I love these stupid children so much.
I love them so much, these dumb idiots. So it's about to get weird.
About to.
I think we passed that in episode 1. I don't think we can come back.
I think having rock and roll demons inside of you is perfectly normal. It's just me.
I wasn't talking about Axel specifically. But yeah, I think. Yeah. So like, the other two, kind of like just like join the party. I think like Bastion. I think they will. They'll kind of like sit on the floor like next to you, Sirius, and just kind of like use the good beanbag like as kind of like a backrest. Kind of like grumpy that there's no beanbag for them, but just kind of like making themselves comfortable.
Oh, I want to add something to this scene too. This is a like 1970s basement, so like wood
It's
paneling.
not been.
It's wood paneling, orange shag carpeting, yellow sofas, with plastic on them, and bean bags, and not one but 2 lava lamps. Also, it's that kind of basement. This is just that 70s show we're making here.
Just get in the circle. Let's go.
Get in the circle.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna light that, and I'm gonna let it get halfway through. I'm gonna let it get to Alex before I pull out the significantly smaller chaser joint, so that no one is ever more than 2 people from taking a hit. Look, I don't know how y'all party, but we pass the big one and then we pass the chaser. And then if there's more than 6 people after 2, we pass the second chaser. We do it big in Maine.
Yep.
So just to see Alex make his oh no face as he realizes that Sirius is having one of those I hope you can match me nights.
Oh shit. Yeah, he's wide-eyed with horror. But I think there's also like he gets these moments sometimes. No, so he's high. So like when he's high, he, you know, Axel's high too. So he's like flipping kind of a lot. So you see like his eyes just kind of like doing this like a lot, like Axel, Alex, Axel, Alex, Axel, Alex, and
I think at one point it settles so that pick an eye that represents Alex and pick an eye that represents Axel.
ooh yeah. So Alex is the right eye, Axel's the left eye.
So your right eye is your Alex eye, and then your like left eye is like all demony. Like I don't think like both of you are like kind of like actively speaking like at the same time. I think like I feel like it still like changes as normal, but it's just that like physically both of you are here.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that is something they kind of, you know, they kind of merge in sometimes, and he I think there's like somewhere between Axel being holy shit, let's get fucked up, this is gonna be awesome, and Alex like wow, that's a lot of weed, I don't know if I can handle this. They settle in a position of like you just kind of see when you pull out the chaser joint, you just see Alex just kind of go like, okay, so we're doing this. Like, in for a penny, in for a pound. Like, and he just plays along. And eats more muffins.
So, like, are we gonna, before we go, are we gonna be like children and play spin the bottle and like all make out and then leave?
He looks to like, Alex looks to Sirius, like, are we serious?
Nah,
Sirius
I'm
is gonna
just
lean across
fucking
and
with
pat
you.
him
I'm
on the
just
head
fucking
and
with you
point,
guys, we don't have to make out. Let's just go.
and point out, oh, honey, no.
Okay. I'm gonna find somebody to make out with tonight. Just you watch. Oh, I gotta fucking text Barrett, piece of shit. Like,
Yeah, no, you don't.
Not that piece of shit again. Jackie,
Fuck
what did I
that
tell
guy.
you about that fucking asshole?
listen, just, she's blonde.
Yeah, that's fucking his problem.
She's cute.
She's not that cute.
She's
generic.
Listen, I would have accepted a third. I'm just saying.
Well, you know, hey, that's like a communication thing you can carry into your next relationship, but it doesn't fix this thing. And besides, like, she's a dime a dozen. Come on, it's another blonde ass white girl.
Tree planting trees. It's like, I'm good for the environment.
Gross.
Sirius is gonna reach over, take your phone out of your hand.
Yo,
Like,
ma'am.
it looks like a vegan, and give it right back to you. Utterly disgusted.
She looks like a vegan.
Did I not just go on a huge rant about pork lard as a baker? It's a sin. How are you gonna eat carob muffins?
God.
Not in my bakery. Not today. Satan.
Carob muffins.
What's up?
I think truly to represent me as a story, just as a like person in this conversation, I think like Harold has has another like bag of bagels he bought because like he knew this would happen, and has just kind of he's just kind of like working on it, but it hasn't like cut in half with like filling. Like he's just kind of eating it like a donut, just like
I've done
working
that.
on it.
That is how I eat bagels.
Well. Sorry for insulting you, but I stand by it.
You eat raw bagels? Like untoasted?
Yeah.
I just know.
Oh, Val.
I just really like bread, okay?
So
I really like bread too, but I don't just feel like, let me just eat this naked ass, unwarm, dense ass bagel. It's so dry and chewy.
I have it with a glass
All
of
about that
milk,
texture.
okay?
With a glass of milk?
Yeah.
What?
Not better.
Shredded wheats. I also eat shredded wheats.
You nihilist. What is this? It's
I'm a
like life's
toasted
too
eater.
short. I don't have time to toast my bagel. What the fuck is?
Yes.
Oh god.
I hate toasted stuff.
That's valid.
No, it's not. Yes, it is. Kind of. No, it's not.
Alex is drinking, like he went upstairs and got some of like his dad's beer out of the fridge, which like his dad will notice is missing and he will almost certainly get in trouble for this, but right now he just doesn't give a fuck. And he just like, you see him like pop the cap and like kind of stare at it like, am I really doing this? And then Axel's like, fuck yeah, you are. He just like pounds a beer. And then he's just like sitting on the ground or sitting on the floor, just spitting the bottle by himself.
Oh, okay. So let's like focus in on this.
Yes.
Jackie, serious? Roll a d6 for me. I'm also gonna roll
Oh
2d6 on my end.
I rolled a 3.
I rolled a 6.
Okay, so perfectly, it lands on Jackie. What is Alex's reaction? Harold and Bastian rolled a 2 and a 1, by the way.
Okay.
I think he's actually... I don't think he outwardly freaks out because I think he's just a little bit too high for that. But he looks up and like sees that it landed on Jackie and then like looks up to see if she noticed.
Oh, no, I hadn't noticed shit.
And he, to anyone paying attention at that moment, he like follows the line of the bottle and like looks up and sees Jackie and sees she's not looking. And he just goes like,
Just vibing.
he just kind of does like a damn and just picks the bottle up.
I saw it.
Oh, yes. Excellent. How does Sirius react?
Yeah, I'm leaning back. Like at this point, Bastion and I have semi-melted into a blob against each other. Like we've got arms on each other's heads and like legs thrown over each other. Bastion and I maybe dated for a couple
Yeah.
months years ago. It ended really well. Just didn't work out. Too much heroing together. But Sebastian and I are physically very comfortable with each other. We're draped all on each other. Yeah, we're elbowing each other. We are not being remotely cool about this. Like we are just giving Alex the business with elbows and eyebrows and thumbs up, knowing that Jackie is just fucklessly not paying attention.
Not paying attention. Oh shit, I guess I have to like wear something if I'm going out. I can't just go to a bar in a fucking sports bra. That's weird. I'm gonna go see what your mom has.
Oh shit.
You need to stop
And
her.
I think he doesn't do anything. Like he's just like, yeah, because I think he's still a little fixated on like what just happened with that, and also they're giving him shit. So he's just like, yeah, whatever, Jack. Doesn't even really pay attention to what you just said. And then like after you get up and leave, he's like, oh wait, fuck, and goes running after her.
It's like, I'm not gonna wear your mom's clothes. They're ugly. I was going to get yours. But like the stuff out of the laundry, because I'm not wearing the stuff that's been in the closet. Hey, what's up?
Hey. You're not gonna take my mom's clothes. Okay, that's good.
No, your mom has a terrible sense of fashion.
Yeah, that would be weird.
Like,
I
and
wouldn't do that.
anyone who knows Jackie is just like, no room to talk. Like, you know, I could just button this. And she just buttons her shirt. Like, cool. I'm dressed. Let's go.
It's a good look. It's a really good look.
You should
So
try.
I'm gonna walk by on my way to the bathroom and be like, no, real shirt, Jackie. And just gotta like shoo y'all towards Alex's bedroom. No. Where that last 2 days I saw you, Jackie.
Yeah. You know what? I gotta go take a rinse. And I'm just gonna start taking off clothes to go to the bathroom. Like, I'm just gonna go rinse off and I'll just...
Leaving a trail
Yes.
of clothes behind.
And, like, I expect, and I turn around, and I expect a clean t-shirt, sir. Okay?
Do you want one of my sports bras too?
No, I'm just gonna wear this one. The sports
Okay.
bra's fine. I changed this yesterday, or this morning.
I will find you one that has a band that I know you like.
You can just give me a plain one. It's fine. I don't want a band.
No, I don't like the plain white tees.
Well, I'm sorry for your poor taste. And closes the door. It comes back later with a plain white t-shirt.
Serious. I think like when you come back like to the basement, I think like the two of you are still like upstairs, but like Bastion kind of looks at you and it's just like, are the kids flirting okay?
Yeah. So I'm going to come back down and just hurl myself just dramatically upon the beanbag. Like the world is ending. They're never gonna touch butts. They're never gonna touch butts.
Little do you know, as soon as Jackie comes out, just like pokes Alex in the butt. For funsies.
Touch the butt. And he actually did do what you asked and got you a plain white t-shirt.
Thanks, man. You're so cool. I love you.
Here you go.
Okay.
Down in the basement, we can just feel like cold, awkward vibes. Right, they're sinking through the floor and just like touching our skin, and we're like, "Oh no!" Like a swing and a miss radiated through the force.
Harold has adjusted the like soundproofing he put up so you can eavesdrop.
Holy shit! So, what do you want to do tonight when we go out?
Like dance. I don't know, like hang out on the couch and like check out people and find a rebound and
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll dance. That sounds cool. I haven't done that ever. I don't think.
You have totally danced before. I have seen you. Like not in front of people.
No, like with you.
Yeah,
like
the time.
in the like in a
You-
tent.
You can just dance with me there. It's fine. Like we'll just like we'll, you know, like that first time that we like okay, so just like you've never danced before, I will help you. I will teach you how to dance like I taught you how to make out.
Just like that?
Just
Okay.
like that, yeah.
There are eyes being exchanged behind y'all's back. We're all just like,
Yeah.
These
Help
fucking
save
kids.
children.
Like
Save the
valuable
fucking
skills.
children from
I will
themselves.
teach. I am always here to teach you valuable skills.
But if you spend the whole night dancing with me, then how are you gonna find a rebound?
You know what? Teaching you life skills and like puts her hands on your shoulders and like looks you in the face, is better than any rebound session ever. Like, we've been through this 9 times already. I could skip another one.
Better than any rebound session, like even if it was like senpai.
Listen, that cute little Irish girl was, but
Oh, the little leprechaun lass.
yeah, she was cute. But yeah, I mean, yo, you're my best friend. Everything is better with you.
You really mean that?
Yeah, of course. Why would I lie to you?
I think on that note, I think if like serious, if you're okay with that, I think we will cut to wherever you end up after you leave Alex's house.
All right. So we headed to, there's a juke joint about on the edge of town over by the river. There's always a river on the edge of town, and that is where juke joints go.
Mm-hmm.
It is not as well lit as it should be, and the parking lot is all dirt and gravel, and there's not nearly any lights in the parking lot. It's wonderful. The music's too loud. The beer is cheap and kind of crap. They have barbecue. They have burnt tips.
Oh,
See?
so good.
Yeah. It's one of those places.
Do we know the guy who owns this place?
I know the guy who
Hell
owns
yeah.
this place. He was friends with my dad.
There we go.
So we are in the nice spot, and you can tell it's the nice spot because when you look at the Christmas lights behind it, all the Christmas lights light up. There are no dead ones over this table. So obviously this is the nice table. And half of us are eating, and the other half of us are up on the dance floor dancing and spilling drinks on the dirt, because it doesn't matter because it's a dirt dance floor outside.
Oh,
Hell
it
yeah.
must be so nice with like the breeze, like rather than be. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm
I
just
feel
having
like
memories
Arnica
of like.
and I have grown up very similarly because this is exactly how like every place I went out to when I was in my youth. Like,
You can tell when all of a sudden two Southern girls start vibing because they're like, so, and they're like, yeah.
hell yeah.
So that's where we are, and I am on the dance floor dancing, red cup up.
Yeah, gotta be a solo red
The
cup.
red solo cup.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Let's have a party.
So that's what I'm doing. Where are the children?
Do you think that like Bastion, come here. Bastion, come here.
Bastion leans over to you. Hello.
So like y'all weren't touching each other. Are you like a thing with her now? Again? I heard y'all had history.
I mean, I don't think so. Like, we've been
Could have
friends for a
fooled
while.
me, man.
Yeah, but like, you know, like, you're touchy-feely with your friends. Like, that's just like a thing.
I'm touchy-feely with people I want to fuck.
And we got different people.
Okay. That's why I was asking. I didn't want to misread what was going on. So what you're saying is that mama's fair game, right?
Are you going to go after Sirius? Are you trying to rebound with Sirius? This is me and Bastion just being like, excuse me.
Like there's like a moment I go, no, I'm not. I just
Oh, are you trying to set her up with someone?
no.
Oh, then why?
Because if somebody does hit on her, I don't have to fight them.
Oh, no.
I will throw down for mama. So
So I have dragged Alex onto the dance floor less as an active dance partner and more as an accessory to, dance against. But also so that I can just kind of keep. What are you doing?
He's so stiff. He's just. I like how you say an accessory to dance against. Like, he's just like a fucking telephone pole in the middle of the dance floor. He's just like, I don't know what I'm doing. And he like he has like he's double fisting right now. He's got like a solo company chan. And he's just like kind of doing this little bob thing. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
No, honey, not with the hips and shoulders, because that's beyond what I can assist you with. What are you doing with Jackie, man?
What? Nothing.
Yeah, I know. Bash, the whole world knows you're not doing anything with Jackie. Why? Are you never going to say anything?
Well, she's like my best friend. So if I say something and she doesn't like me, then it just fucking ruins everything.
Okay, that's not at all how this works. If you say something and she doesn't want to touch your butt, even though she does, all she does is touch your butt.
She does do that a lot, but I feel like the way she touches my butt and what you mean when you say touching butts are like two different things.
They could be the same thing. You don't know. You've got to try, man. Literally, the worst thing that could happen is that the worst thing that could happen would be that she turns into the cryptid and swallows you whole, and that's still not the worst thing that could happen, because joke's on all of us, pretty sure Axel's into that shit.
I was about to say.
You fucking know it.
I think
Not now.
I think Alex, like kind of like behind Sirius, like towards the edge of the dance floor, you notice like a couple of people kind of like grouped together, and like one of them, this Indian woman, like around like your age, like hair kind of like hair like around like the shoulder blades, just kind of like kind of looks over to you, like kind of like smiles and like waves.
I always hate having to do this in TTRPGs, but there's no better way to ask. Just, is she cute?
Yes.
Okay.
Every NPC I make is cute unless otherwise specified.
I like that. That's a really good principle. Okay. And she definitely looked at me, right?
Oh, yes.
I think he just like nudges Sirius. He's like, I'm not always good at picking up on this stuff, like ever. So could you tell me, like, is that girl looking at me?
I'm going to kind of dance around behind him so I can look over his shoulder, and she is very much looking at him, because she is now giving me a little bit of a stink eye. So I'm going to turn around. She is totally looking at you.
I think, like, as you turn around, like, she has started to make her way towards you two.
Holy shit. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
You sink or swim, buddy. And I'm going to go ahead and spin right into the crowd, leaving him stranded on the floor. This is, and he just hears my voice floating over. This is good practice.
He just goes, he literally like, just like turns his back toward her and just goes like, and just like downs one of them and like crinkles it and throws it.
Oh god, I have to come up with a name. Oh no. Somebody give me a name. Holly.
Sandra.
Holly.
Oh,
Yeah.
Holly is nice.
Holly, it's a good name.
Holly. It could work as Indian. Let's
Sure.
go for
I
it.
did say Collie, not
Oh,
Holly.
Collie.
Oh, well, that's,
Oh. Yeah, that works.
There you go.
She kind of like walks up to you and says, hi.
Hey. Hey,
You
what's up?
wanna dance?
And he just hears like, he hears Sirius's voice in his head, just like, sink or swim. Yeah. Sure.
Do you want to do anything particular, or would you like to just be led by this person? Like, is this in character? Is this
Yes. You just hear to the floss.
He
I think Axel likes Fortnite. Like, Axel will agree.
Axel loves Fortnite. He's worse than like the 12-year-olds on Fortnite. Like he talks
definitely.
so much shit in Fortnite. He is insufferable. Yeah, he knows how to do the floss. Absolutely. I don't know if anyone can make that look cool. I don't know if that's even possible, but I can tell you who doesn't make it look cool. Definitely not Alex.
Jackie thinks it's cool.
Aww.
And he's like, he's definitely having a like, what do I do with my hands moment. He's like, do I like put like a hand on her hip or something, or like what do I? So that's why he starts doing the floss, I think, because it's like involves arm motions too. So he's like, oh, this is the way out of this. I don't have to actually.
Oh no.
Look, how would I, just as a human being, react if something like that happened?
I feel like he should have to roll for flossing at this.
I think my heart rate just went way up.
In a public place.
Oh.
I'll fucking
You
Yeah.
roll.
understand the other
Okay.
people in my house just all went damn and nodded. He should.
Damn.
I'm going to make this a difficulty of 4. Just
Holy
because
shit.
Damn.
that's really funny. But you can still make it.
And-
5.
5?
5. If you would like to use a tag, feel free.
Oh.
And we have some stuff in the pot from some subs and gift
Yeah,
subs.
there's 10 extra D6s and 4 rerolls available.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
people love us.
His one of his tags is righteous rhythms. So
Oh yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
So he's got some rhythm. So that's an extra dice.
It's an extra 2, I believe.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that brings it up to 7. And I'll take some of the. How many extra dice do we have in the pot?
10.
10? Can I have 3?
If Rook lets
Okay.
you have 3.
I'll take. Yeah, can I have 3?
Go for it.
Okay, so that brings me up to a total of 10d6. So,
Why not?
and I need to get 4 successes.
Yes.
Okay,
I kind of hope you fail.
I kind of do too, to be honest with
You
you.
failed at these odds before. Like, it could happen again.
Sure.
2 5s, 2 6s.
Ah,
Got it. Oh, and 2
Excellent.
1s too.
The ones won't matter.
Okay.
It's fine. Because like you're not in like magical form, so like you don't
Oh, okay.
technically have a heart rate. Like,
Right.
Okay, so
Did I find the one girl who thinks a man doing the floss in public is cute?
I think it's a mixture of like this being so absurd, plus like Axel's kind of like charisma, kind of like exuding through, plus like Alex's like innocence and like earnestness, and also she likes Fortnite. Like Fortnite's a good game. Like she like freezes for a moment, and like she like serious. If you're watching, like you can see her just like look at her friends, like just kind of like astounded, and then she just shrugs and like she does the floss with you.
And I think he smiles at that. He's like, okay, I can do this. All right, I know what I'm doing. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh, I think our camera pans away at like this. What are the rest of you doing?
giving Alex a thumbs up, like with my solo cup. Like, yeah, good for you.
Right, I have danced over to Jackie, and Jackie and I are now like dancing with big dramatic, like embarrassingly cheering him on, but where she can't see us.
Mm-hmm.
How close? Like, I just like had the image of you two doing this like directly behind her.
Yes, that's exactly what's happening. We just slide across the screen like directly behind her, like yeah.
If you watched the Harley Quinn cartoon, if you know the dance that she did at the Penguin's nephew's bar mitzvah, her fuck off dance, that's the dance we're doing.
I don't know the reference, but I'm excited by this. I think like just as like an aside, you see like her friends like kind of doing the same thing, just more confused because they are doing the floss. And I feel like there's a moment of like the four of you just kind of like vibing, like, yes, we're cheering on our friend. Let's go.
Yes, I'm going to sleep in the van tonight.
Nah, I'm like half shit faced, but I'm not shit faced. So I just turn around and the way I have done before and will probably have to do again, I'm just like grabbing Jackie by the shoulder and like, why won't you sleep on my couch?
Yo, because it's about independence. It's my van. I bought it with my actual money that I made.
I know.
And your
But
couch sucks.
My couch is a classic.
That's the problem. Classic couches really hurt my back.
She says with her classic van and her classic mattress in the back of her classic van.
That I
a classic mattress.
With my own money. And Alex brought me propane, so I'm gonna be warm tonight and snuggy, yuggy, 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 yuggy. Snuggy. She is so shit-faced.
Alright, so Sirius is going to lightly pout, but respect this. The same way that we have this argument. I feel like we have this argument like once a week.
Yep.
Where Sirius will always respect Jackie being like, nah. But Jackie will allow it because she knows that one day it will be cold enough that she'll be like, this one fucking time, you asshole, just this one time. So we keep it open.
That's why I know how to sneak into Alex's basement bedroom. I just like shadow in there, and like he wakes up and I have taken all of the covers and I'm just like rolled up in a burrito, and he knows it's just me, so it's fine. But sometimes he sleeps naked because Axel has like gone on a binger, and I just have to like pretend I don't see it.
Is that all stuff that you just said to Sirius?
Yes.
Sirius is gonna go ahead and take a long sip of her drink. She's on like her 6th Long Island iced tea.
Oh, holy shit! That's a night.
Buddy. We taking an Uber back tonight.
Yes.
Yeah, we're not driving home.
No.
I'm gonna cryptid home. I'm just gonna lurk through the shadows and get back to my van.
So on the 6th Long Island iced tea, there's nothing to be said because at this point, I'm just going to start. No, don't step on that. I'm just going to start telling people to touch each other inappropriately. So she just drinks her drink.
Okay.
Before we close out this night, does anyone have anything else they'd like to do?
It moved to the shuffle.
We moved to the shuffle.
Yeah.
There is actually a moment where Jackie just kind of like, as Alex is just having a really good time dancing and everyone else, Jackie just leaves on her own. Like, without anyone hopefully noticing. It's like, alright, everyone's having a good time. It's great. It's time. It's only my noon, so I'm gonna go hang out in the forest.
Okay.
I think Alex looks for her and doesn't see her, and he says to Kali, "Hey, can you just give me a minute? It's like it's getting near like, oh, can we say it's like closing time? Like they've put the lights up.
Yeah, I think you're getting.
So it's one of those like
Sorry.
I've so awkward. If you've ever like been at a bar, met somebody, and then like the lights come up at the end of the night, there is this like unspoken thing like, so are we? Are you? Like, we're leaving. Are we leaving together or together? Whatever. So he's just like, hey, I'll be right back. I just gotta go see my friends real quick. But like, stick around, okay? I'll be right back. And he just like, he like lets her go back to like her friends, you know, and he runs around to find Sirius, and Harold and Bastion. And how's Sirius like by closing time? How's Sirius doing?
Pretty wasted. Like wasted, not ridiculously so, not dangerously so, but drunk. Right now, Sirius, Bastion, there, and Harold are three of us are sitting. We're leaning against the door, and I'm kind of like I've got one arm just on the top of Bastion's head. It's not nice. So I'm not only do when I'm really, really drunk and in high heels, and they only let me do it when I'm really, really drunk because it's a douchebag thing to do. But they're always afraid I'm going to fall over because I'm wearing stupidly thin heels. Just kind of looking around, looking for you. So,
Hey.
Okay, so I'm both hands waving you over. The hands are not in sync. They are going left and right instead of together.
Doing the egg beater.
Yeah, doing the egg beater.
And he shuffles over, literally shuffles over. And he he's so painfully white. And he runs over to you and he's like, hey, it went really good. Like, I think she likes me. Like, for real.
You got this. You can do this. Now send her the fuck home and go find Jackie.
Wait, where's Jackie? She's not here?
No, Jackie fucked off. I think Jackie's eating a rabbit. Jackie went to run rabbits and shit in the woods and howl at the moon.
She just left? Like, we were having a good time.
We're still having a good time. Guys, we're having a good time. Are you not having a good time? No, have a good time.
I'm having a fucking great time. This is awesome. I'm here for it. Oh. And he looks back at Kali and like her friends and like tries to make eye contact. Is she still there?
Yes.
I take that back. He doesn't want to make eye contact.
Okay. So you like turn around and then just like look straight back.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he looks back at her. And I think there is like a moment like he catches her eye, but then just like backs away and goes out the door.
Okay.
And goes to the woods.
For this episode,
screaming rabbit as it gets swallowed whole.
For this episode, on that horrifying note, we are going to leave it here for our PCs specifically. For the sake of plot, Harold lives close by, so Harold's going to make his own way back, and he's not as like inebriated as the rest of you.
Harold's the responsible adult.
They're
Yes. So as you all make your way home respectively, or into the forest, or into a feast of rabbits, whatever y'all are doing after this night out, our camera shifts to focus on Harold, just like walking home normally, like through the street. And then we see a faint pulse, a faint ripple in the air, spread out across just the world, not the world, in the area. And like Harold kind of like looks up, and we see his like face, and we see as he sobers up immediately and kind of like snaps, like his head like snaps into like a specific direction. And then we see a flashback of Harold and Axel, or Alex, I think it was Axel, in the bakery. And we hear him say, "Oh, why can't you do it yourself?" And we come back to Harold in this moment, and he whispers to himself, "I could do this myself." And we see as he runs in the direction of whatever he felt. And we will leave it there for this episode.
Oh, Harold's gonna get himself hurt. Oh boy. Harold.
Harold, that's what.
Way to use my words against me.
I warned you about this when you said it.
That's true. Oh no.
Well, thank you everyone for coming and showing up. This was a great time. It was really fun just to play drunk people and high people, or just people who were shit faced. It was nice. I felt like a child again. As far as the rest of the week goes on the channel, tomorrow we are back at 1:30 Pacific Standard Time with our Dragon Age TTRPG, in Darkness Unbroken, where my elf daddy may or may not become a warden or die. That it's my character's boyfriend, not my actual. I'm not an elf. I'm a cute dwarf. And then Saturday night, so tomorrow night at 6 p.m., we are premiering our Defiant TTRPG with my friend Andrew at the helm, also starring Pope World Build, Sleepy Momoki, and me, and Fairy Serena. So that'll be fun. I'm playing a really, 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 really cool hot dragon man. So just too cool of a dragon boy. And then Sunday, you can catch me over on Nat One Heroes, where I'll be playing my Hobgoblin boy. I have decided we are not dating monsters. We are the dateable monsters this season. So we have a cryptid, a dragon, and a Hobgoblin in the roster. So that is my theme for this spring. But everyone else, where can we find you on the internet in the next week? What you doing? Colin, your first friend.
Oh, yes. Hello, I'm Colin. I am at Six String Games on the Twitters. Also, my personal Twitter is at Colinomicon, which, yep, Val was just nice to put it right there in the chat, so thank you. And yeah, what's going on? Well, I got a few exciting things going on as far as, well, first of all, as far as stream goes. Monday nights, you can catch me on Infinite RP, playing Flames of Freedom, where I play a character named Phineas Rutt, who is a lovely Green Mountain himbo. It's our Revolutionary War themed game, and he's just a sweet boy from New England who just wants to get out there and fight some redcoats. But he is dumb as shit, and is currently acting as a substitute teacher in an exclusive New York City private school, and has no idea what he's doing. Last episode featured him teaching a class on Greek poetry, which he doesn't know anything about. And it was great fun. As far as me goes, though, I am a game designer, and I make all kinds of different stuff. But lately, and the big thing we do regularly, is myself and my partner Anna make what we call RPG snacks, which are short form TTRPGs that come in zine format. And I just got the hard copies of our first game, Ray Cats, which is unfortunately mirrored in the image, but our patrons get them sent directly to their door, just like this, that have our little sweet Six String Games seal put on them. Every one of them are individually numbered from a limited print run. And this is a whole game that fits in just, 4 pages. And these will be open for sale on February 1st which is Tuesday. These games will be up for sale. You can get them from the Six String Games itch page. So check us out on Twitter, and there'll be links to everything on Twitter. We have a link tree that'll get you to our store, and you can play my sweet game. And this game is going to be played on a few different streams in the coming weeks, but on February 9th, Wednesday, February 9th on Weave the Tale, at 5 p.m., they're going to be playing a game of Ray Cats, and I'm so excited to see that happen. So yeah, come check us out, Six String Games, and have some fun with us. That's all for me.
All right, and hi, I'm Arnica. You can find me on Twitter at ArnicaXRoss, and you can find me here on Twitch, LFloyd83. I'm not doing too much right now. I'm mostly just hanging out doing this, although the Avatar PDFs will be going out within pretty soon, I hear, which means that I'll be able to start setting up for my family's Avatar 4 Nations playthrough. Oh, girl, Val, you don't know. I got to talk to you.
Okay.
It's going to be a good game. And because for everyone who stayed, you want to see a picture of Jackie the Cryptid? Ooh.
I love that so much.
Good. I'm so happy.
Such a magical girl, right?
Yes.
That's your magical girl. Which Sailor Moon character
What
is
Sailor
that?
Moon character is that?
With little dark sparkles, little
Sailor Orcus.
So yeah, that's me, and I love you guys. I'll see you next Friday. Rook, that means it's your turn.
Hi, I'm Rook. I've been your storyteller for this time zone. I am a TTRPG performer and, as of recently, podcaster. So the two things you can find me in are this stream. You know the time, you know the place. And also, I have released a solo Ironsworn actual play podcast called Bind Me to the Earth, which is available on Spotify, not anywhere else because no one else has gotten back to me. It follows the adventures of Hessian, a very, very sweet man who I kind of have taken to thinking of as like Geralt, if Geralt was allowed to be polyamorous and bisexual, as we all deserve. That's where you can find me. Episode 1 is out. Episode 2 will be coming at some point. I've kind of lost track of recording, but it will be out. And you can find me on my Twitter at RJKGames. That's me.
All right, cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go say hello to my friend Tim, who is playing that new Pokemon game. My friend Tim is also a friend of my friend Hope, who is a cast member here on the channel. But yeah, we're gonna go say hello to Tim, Legend of Tim motherfucking Gaming? I guess that's what it stands for. But yeah, we will see you tomorrow. Well, some of us will, so bye!